The holier-than-thou complex. Consumer virtue signaling. The perfect capitalistic moral compass is a hoax. People always want to be caught up in who is supporting and not supporting who now. This ethical hamster wheel is exhausting because, let's face it, there is no such thing as a completely ethical life. So what can you do about it besides chasing the tired and miserable illusion? Most consumer outrage is performative. People aren't even really actually mad until it affects them. And more often than not, in these industries, once these people realize that what they're asking for isn't possible, they find something else to be angry about. Like the whole ordeal with Victoria's Secret. Initially, we were upset because they weren't using plus-size bodies in their representation. Well, now that the plus-size fad has come and gone in the media, I now have friends actually judging me that I want to buy a Victoria's Secret hoodie because Victoria's Secret was made by a man. Most fashion designers are men. The notable ones anyway. The ones that come to everybody's head. All the Louis Vuittons, the Ralph Lauren's, the Armani's, the Tom Ford. And what I mean is in big fashion. I don't mean your average everyday wear. I mean big fashion. Haute couture, avant-garde, big fashion. Basically, I googled the most famous fashion designers of all time. And out of a sample group of 27, only 9 were female. That's only 33%. And it gets worse. Out of a sample group of 51, only 13 were female, and that's only about 25%. I'm saying out of your household names of fashion, most of them are males. And just inherently being a man is unethical now? R.I.P. all good men, I guess. Sarcasm. I can't imagine looking at something, liking the thing, and then thinking to myself, how can I ruin this for myself? How can I cause myself to not enjoy this? Short of people actually dying, short of actual harm actively being caused right now in this particular moment, I feel like people are letting ethics, or rather perceived ethics, get in the way of enjoying life. And I think that's exactly what they want. We are so caught up in the morals and the ethics of every decision that it is causing us to be immoral and unethical with each other. Somewhere along the way, we have lost the plot. A young lady that I know, we'll call her Jessie. She's one of these people. She's one of these what about, or what will they think if, or I really like this but kind of people. And hearing her ruin things for herself is absolutely exhausting. My favorite saying as of late is that the kitchen is on fire and you're focused on mopping the bathroom. What I mean is people are dying and you're so worried about, oh, but is it okay if but can I, and pattern recognition has told me that most people only have this weird, consumer virtue signaling mindset when they look at themselves and the world as victims and their money as an oppressor. Cancel those limiting beliefs about money right now. Cancel them. Because in a way, being overly selective about where you put your money is also letting your money control you. Having overconsumptive shopping tendencies, yeah, that's definitely letting your money control you. But in the same way, being overly selective about where you put your money, and it almost doesn't even feel like a choice at that point. You almost feel like, a slave to your money. You just think you control it. Constantly tortured by the angel and the devil on your shoulder, asking you, is this cottage cheese ethical before you buy it? Asking you, is your bill company ethical before you pay your light bill? Asking you, is the water treatment plant ethical before you drink water in the morning? Since you aren't being represented in a toothpaste commercial, do you think that maybe you should stop brushing your teeth? Or maybe instead of performative consumerism, you can do, wear, and buy what you like, but have a hand in active change, in real change. We need way more volunteers. This may not be popular, but be selfless even if the person doesn't quite want better for themselves just yet. I'm of the belief that you need to pour extra of yourself into somebody before deciding to put yourself first. That way, one day when they decide to better themselves, they can remember that they were worth your help and time, if nothing else. The world is so much bigger than just me and you and them. And part of the human experience is not being perfect. And by golly, none of these companies are perfect. It almost seems like to get anywhere, you have to be as shady as possible. By no means am I saying to not make ethical choices where you can. Absolutely. Make the most ethical choices that you can whenever you can, whenever it feels right. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is don't get caught up in it because it's not real. A lot of companies have gotten in trouble for greenwashing and other false marketing claims. And unfortunately, if you're buying affordable clothes in basically anywhere in the westernized world, it's probably made in a questionable fashion. They almost trap you into only being able to afford stuff made in a questionable fashion. That's why I'm saying to not get so caught up in this stuff when for a lot of people, it's their only reality. When all you have is maybe $10 for back to school clothes for your kids, and you need to get a shirt, pants, and maybe some socks, you're gonna go somewhere like probably Walmart or the dollar store. And we know that that stuff isn't ethical. But when did it become ethical to blame poor or disabled people for the realities that they have to face because of something that they didn't choose? So this is pretty much why I say, it's not that deep. It's just a hoodie. Not everything is a social statement. So what do you guys think? Do most people really put their money where their mouth is when it comes to consumer outrage? Or do most people go quiet when capitalism serves them? If you agree and want to hear more thoughts like this, go ahead and subscribe. Or even if you don't agree, go ahead and drop what you think down below. Now go ahead and have the most best blessed day. Bye.